Peace, love, and light, my beautiful guys, my goddesses, and your majesties. Okay, real quick, listen. Did you know that the love that your parents give you when you're growing up and throughout the remainder of your life is the blueprint for the love and the design that you look for when you go out and have a potential mate, or even when you get into relationships? We have to learn how to step outside of the love that we received, good, bad, or indifferent, because that is not your love language. See, a lot of times we don't understand where our parents came from and how they were raised and how they were loved on. I remember growing up from about 4 until about 13, I watched my mother get abused. And I could not understand because she's such a beautiful woman. She could have had any man that she desired on this planet. And I'm not lying. But she accepted these abusive relationships, and I could never understand why. And it wasn't until she revealed to me that my grandfather was super abusive towards them. They were born back in the 50s, so, it was no thing to abuse your children back then. That was the way that they were brought up. Don't spare the rod. You got to beat your children into submission so they would grow up and be stellars in this community. Well, she thought that that was love. So that's why she accepted that type of love from other men. So growing up, that's the a kind of love language that I saw. I didn't see self love. I didn't see standing up for yourself. I didn't see loving on self and being loved and being worshiped and cherished. I didn't see none of that. I seen a woman being beaten into submission continuously. And when I grew up, I'm not going to say I looked for men that were abusive, but I was looking for myself. I was trying to find myself. I would deal with men who accepted the fact that I didn't love me. So I dealt with, I hate to say it, I don't want to put it like that, but I did. I dealt with the bottom of the barrel. I did. I mean, we all been there. I dealt with the bottom of the barrel because they would accept that I didn't care nothing about myself. I mean, look at me. I'm dealing with the bottom of the barrel. We have to learn how to cut the cords of the love language that our parents put on us. We have to learn how to take the good gems, but we have to cut the cords to the love because their love is not our love. I remember jumping in plenty of relationships, wanting somebody to show me what love was because I didn't know. I didn't know. And I jumped in and out of these dead end relationships, honey, just because I wanted someone else to teach me what love was. I didn't know what it was. And I wanted someone else to teach me their love language. In my book, Dear God, that I'm giving out for free, y'all better catch this gem. Y'all better catch this gem. Comment wellness in the comment section. Make sure you like. And of course, you got to follow me because, honey, y'all be putting wellness and then I try to send y'all the link and then it tells me we're not friends. I can't send it. So do yourself a favor and go ahead and follow me so you can get this gem. In my book, Dear God, it's a free ebook that I am giving away. There is a prayer in there for cord cuttings. Cord cuttings meaning you are cutting the attachments of things that no longer serve you any purpose. You are going to have to cut those cords of that negative love language that you have gotten from your parents. Those abandonment issues, those abusive issues, those unworthy issues, all of those came from our first teachers. They came from our first teachers. And there's no shame or no shade to our parents because their love language came from their first teachers. And so on and so on and so on. And like I always would say, we ain't that far removed from when we were enslaved. So you kind of got to give your parents a pass. Even if they were super nasty to you, even if they were super mean to you, honey, give them a pass. Forgive them and forgive yourself so that you can evolve. Honey, don't sit up there and hold them. Duh. You can love your parents from a distance. You can still love your parents even if they were abusive, if they didn't treat you right, if they treated you like the scum on the bottom of their shoe. Be grateful that they at least brought you into this world to make a change. Because guess what? That same energy, and you probably don't even think it, because honey, I didn't think it. That same energy you're gonna put on your kids. I tried to be way different than my mother, way different than my parents, my father. But honey, I still messed up. I still messed up. So this part of my journey isn't for my children, it's for my grandkids. Because I'm teaching them, because I have to be the one to break the chain. You got to be the one to break the chain, because you are inflicting that ugly onto your kids in just a different form. You think you covering it up, honey. But one thing my dad always used to say, you could put a wig on a pig, but it's still going to be a pig. Honey, I don't care how you dress up that cake. It's still nasty. You can put as much icing as you want on it if you want to. It still don't taste good, honey. It still don't taste good. So at the end of the day, you can try to switch it up and put your little sprinkles on it, honey, but you still are giving them the same type of love that you endured. You just dressing it up better, honey. Honey, I went out here and bought my kids all types of name brand stuff. That's it. I wanted to give them everything I didn't have. From the time they came up out of me, they was wearing Jordans. Honey, I made Jordan rich. I made Jordan rich. But at the end of the day, I didn't know how to give them love, because I was never taught that. I had to learn how to teach myself that. And with me teaching myself that, I am paving the way that my grandchildren and my great-grandchildren and generations that come will know what love is, because it will be self-taught. Make sure that you comment wellness in this box, because I'm telling you, my book, Dear God, is filled with so many wonderful prayers that will help you to release and also invite in the desires of your heart. But you got to start cutting them cords. You're not going to get what you want if you don't make room for it. You got to clean out your closet. You want new shoes and new clothes, but your closet full of stuff. Where you going to put it from? Where you going to put it at? Clean your internal closet so that you can have the desires of your heart, and learn how to love from you. Once you tap into you, because you came into this world knowing how to love. If you look at children, honey, kids love on everybody. They love on everything. They love rocks. They love dirt. They love a box. They love a white man. They love a black man. They know what love is. But we lose that because we get in the classroom of our teachers and then we're taught something totally different. Love like you loved when you first got here. And the only way you're going to learn how to do that is if you cut the cords that you have allowed yourself to get attached to, and that has been dragging you through your journey. They've been dragging you. Your journey is supposed to be easily floating freely, but you being dragged. Now make sure you comment wellness in the comment box so that you can get on your journey. What is you waiting on? What are you waiting on? You sit up here talking. You talking a good talk, but you ain't walking no walk. You ain't talking. You talking the talk, but ain't walking the walk. You want a good life, but you don't want to do what you got to do to get it. And it's simple. It's easy. You making it hard. It's not hard. You want it to be hard because guess what else your parents taught you? How to be a victim. Your parents taught you that because they sat around and was the same victims. They were the same complainers, always complaining about somebody having their foot on their neck, but weren't willing to take the foot off their neck. Your parents taught you who you are right here, right now, today. Do you want to change? Do you want to change? That's it. That's it. Now, if you want to change, comment wellness. If you don't, just leave me a heart, honey. Or just leave me a like. I appreciate the likes. And honey, as always, sharing is caring. Feel free to share your copy of your ebook with whomever you desire. It's free. Now you go out and you have the most amazing day.